What would happen if there was a total grid collapse? What would everybody do? Well, obviously, everybody would crap their pants first, but other than that, what would happen? That is what this video is about today. Hello, welcome to Off Grid Style. I'm Nikki, and I'm thrilled as always to have you here. Let's find out what happens in a total grid collapse.
Picture this. You wake up one morning, the sun is shining, birds are chirping, and you're ready to tackle the day. But there's something off. Something seems different in the air. You try to turn on the coffee maker, and nothing happens. The lights? Nope, total darkness. Same with the TV. You check your cell phone, but you have no service. You peek out the window. There are no lights on anywhere. But you can hear emergency vehicle sirens in the distance. Lots and lots of sirens. At first, you tell yourself it must be a power outage. Someone must have hit a transformer or something. But the longer it goes on, the more that story doesn't work anymore. Neighbors are out talking to each other, and they're all worried about what is going on. It's not just a power outage. It's like the whole world hit the pause button. Sounds like a bad dream, doesn't it? What if everything we've come to rely on, electricity, the internet, hell, even your desperately needed cup of coffee, just stopped working? Welcome to a world after a total grid collapse finally happens. What would it really be like if society's backbone, the grid, was knocked out? I'm not talking about sci-fi scenarios or doomsday prophecies. I'm talking about real-life shtf, brought about through any number of different disasters, any of which could happen at any time. So stick around, and let's talk about just how long we might last in a world without the conveniences we've grown so accustomed to. And it's not just a hypothetical discussion. It's a glimpse into what will happen if or when the lights go out for good. Navigating modern society. Our world is like this intricate dance of interconnected systems, and at the center stage, we find the electrical grid, the rhythmic heartbeat of our modern way of life. Imagine if this delicate dance suddenly came to a screeching halt. The ripples from a full-on grid collapse. In the immediate aftermath of the grid going down, in the first few hours or days, chaos would be widespread. No more communication, transportation is stuck in its tracks, and forget about keeping your leftovers cool. That fridge won't be working anytime soon. Emergency services will be stretched impossibly thin. And those bustling urban areas, they will quickly turn into a free-for-all, with violence, unfortunately, being the answer for a lot of people. And it's just getting started. Food and water. Now that the initial shockwave has settled, it's time to focus on the basics, food and hydration. Take a walk through the grocery store aisles. They're like ghost towns. Shelves that were once stuffed with every essential are stripped bare in a heartbeat. And hey, no electricity? Say goodbye to those water treatment plants doing their magic. If you're one of the wise ones with a pantry full of food and a secret stash of water, at least you've got a bit of an edge. I hope you're ready for a survival skills crash course, because we're in this for the long haul. Healthcare, weeks and months into this mess. What's happening in the world of healthcare? Brace yourselves, it's not looking very good. As the grid crumbles, our healthcare system crumbles along with it. Medical facilities are on their last reserves of backup power, and that fridge holding life-saving medications, it hasn't worked in weeks. Life expectancy will plummet, and the healthcare industry will become non-existent. The healthy will be okay, but those with chronic illnesses or medical emergencies will most likely not make it. Society begins to unravel. Without local or national government entities able to communicate or in any way put some semblance of control on its people, all hell begins to break loose. Communities can either band together to help each other, to share resources, and to develop a form of security, or devolve into a version of every man for himself that looks eerily similar to the movie The Purge. How long folks get along depends on the local heroes or villains, their share supply of stockpiles, and how strong those community bonds are. The longer this goes on, the harder it gets to keep the peace. Survivalist communities, years to decades. Survivalists and preppers are the marathon runners of this disaster. These folks, with their green thumbs and tight-knit bonds, will be much more likely to weather the long-term catastrophes and chaos. And with like-minded people, they have the best odds of lasting and adapting to this new way of life. These preppers and survivalists have the ability to see a future of farms flourishing, renewable energy humming, and local leaders that keep the peace. Into the future, beyond a decade. So what does long-term survival, a decade and beyond, look like? This is where adaptability takes the stage. Imagine a world where the old school skills, like farming, raising animals, and thinking on your feet, become the everyday way of life. It's not just a choice. It is a necessity for surviving long-term in a grid-down situation or any other SHTF scenario.
So what'd you think about the total grid collapse video? I'm curious to know, A, what you thought of the quality and the information in the video. So rank me 1 to 5. 5 being amazing and 1 being you suck, do it again. It's fine. I need to hear the criticism, constructive, good, bad, or otherwise. Also, like, comment, and subscribe, and all those good things that I love for you to do. I will always answer you back. And we now have a join membership button, and we also have super thanks, just FYI. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.